Hello, hello, welcome back to Frogboy X1 Gaming. I'm Andrew, and today we're doing some more thorough testing of the Fanatec DD Pro on the PlayStation 5, using it at 70% power ratio, which essentially makes this more in line with the 5 Newton meter version of this wheel. I noticed that 100% is just a bit much for this smaller rim, but since I've set it to this particular power ratio, I have had a better experience. So we're going to go ahead and start with some WRC 10. All right, right out the bat. Feeling good, yeah. Now I think I've got this set on the 120 FPS mode. That's why it looks a little bit strange. But yeah, this is feeling a lot more stable. This game was literally undrivable with that full power range with this wheel rim. It really is, guys, just the size of the rim that is making it so the 8 Newton meters is a bit too much. I fully recommend a 300 millimeter rim or bigger if you're going to use that higher Newton meter on this. This has just been a much more stable experience like this. I just tested out Dakar Desert Rally. That was the first test for today, and that is freaking phenomenal now. Such a good experience. Ooh, let's get back out of here. Get out of that dirt. Still does pull into the dirt if you get over there off to the side, but much better control over your... Ooh. Ooh. A little bit too much on the e-brake. I still don't have an e-brake. I probably will end up getting one eventually, but okay, I can feel the cobblestones. That's good. I like that. I like how it's giving me that cobblestone feeling. Oop. Still feels a little bit like, yeah, getting on this cobblestone, man. Whew. Get back to some tarmac. The tarmac definitely feels much better. On this game right here. But the direct drive does make the driving on the other surfaces much better as well. This is just a really technical section through here, through the cobblestone part. Like, it's really technical and it's very fun. I like that technical stuff. I like the fact that this is a much better experience now, to be completely honest with you. I've been playing these on the PC lately due to the fact that, you know, the Camus direct drive didn't have that. I will tell you this, that the force feedback over here on the cobblestones kind of does feel a little bit like it's not notchy, but it doesn't. It just kind of feels like stiff still. And I do believe that is 100% because of the actual rim that I'm using. The material in this rim being like a hard plastic, it kind of just feels stiff as opposed to like feeling. Yeah, so I still think that's part of the rim. I am getting a bigger rim for this motor. For this setup, so I will be coming back through here and I will be testing a lot of this stuff to really give you a better understanding. But like as I said, setting this thing to 70 Newton meters or whatever, or 70%, which is roughly about I figure from 100 down to 30% is pretty much what you'd be getting with just buying that. I tried it on 60, but that was just a bit too weak. But 70 is probably about right. You might be able to get away with 75%. Takes off 25% of the power. And then, you know, tweak your settings inside the game. But I tried 100. I tried 100 and it was trash. It didn't matter what I set everything to. Everything felt like it didn't feel natural. It didn't feel good to me. But this feels a lot better. This feels more in line with my expectations of how a direct drive wheel should feel. Now, I guess you know, people are saying that no, Fanatec said this and like, dude, I don't agree with that. I 100% don't agree. There's no reason for my experience to be this much better by dropping the power down to 70. There's no reason for that if that is the case. You know what I mean? I do 100% believe that this smaller rim is designed for the 5 Newton meters, and then the 8 Newton meter boost kit is designed for a bigger wheel rim, because this motor is a good base. Like, you are getting a pretty dang good amount of power out of this, and it feels good. Like, it does feel good. It feels like you're getting a pretty dang good quality experience for what you're paying for it. But oh man, this wheel rim itself really just doesn't feel good at 8 Newton meters. But it feels fabulous right now with what I'm driving on right now. Like, this feels great. And I just got done, like I said, Dakar Desert Rally. Very, very good experience on this now. Very good. That video's uploading. That video will be up before this one, so you'll be able to just go back and watch this. All of these will be in the Fanatec playlist that I'm creating, so you'll be able to just go through and watch all of these and see my 100% reaction to these. And then I'll be doing another review. I'll be doing a more detailed review of this setup. Do I think it's worth the $699 if you're just buying the 5 Newton meter one? Yeah, definitely. If this is in line with the experience that you would be getting, 70% with that wheel rim, oh yeah, dude, this is far better than your belt and drive wheels. Oh no, yeah, you still got a lot of power. 70%. We're just gonna hit the button. Okay, so yeah, you still got pretty good amount of power. You've got good braking control. The pedals on this thing are freaking great, man. I love these. These are far better than the feeling I was getting out of the Thrustmaster after spending a couple $100 on that T3PA Pro pedals. But I did like the fact that I could have those inverted. I don't have these ones inverted now, and this is a great experience. Very, very nice. I love the feel of the brake pedal. It is a little squishy, but oh boy, man, you hit that freaking dirt and you're off. It was hard to control that. So we're gonna do a smaller. We're gonna do just a short gravel track after this one, because I came to the long stage on this. I wanted to see this, but you got to keep in mind that tarmac on WRC 10 has always felt better to drive with a controller, with any kind of wheel. So the real test will be how it's feeling on the gravel, which is what I intend to do. Now I've got about 4.5, almost 5 years experience with sim racing now. So, and finding things that work for me might not work the same for everybody, but I do feel like this wheel rim at the 5 Newton meters, if you're gonna buy it, if you're buying the bundle and this is the rim you want, like if you're okay with that, just stick to the 5 Newton meter one. I think that'll be more than sufficient for for what you need on this game. So we're gonna go to. I like Estonia, man. I like the way that Estonia feels for some reason. I usually been driving everything backwards, so we're just gonna stick to that. All right, let's go ahead and start this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so right off the gate, feeling pretty decent.
Left 6 tightens into right 4 200.
Yeah. Okay, so this does feel a little bit better.
Over crest right 5 cut into left 6.
Like this is definitely feeling a little bit more.
And over crest into left 5 tightens into right 4 opens.
Could have probably just came to Finland.
Into right
Yeah.
4 short, right 4 short 100.
See if I could chuck it and get on that counter steer. See this little wheel rim just makes it a little bit harder for me to counter steer and stuff like that. But
over crest right 5 tightens and left 6 tightens.
But it does feel pretty good, and I don't.
Into right 5 brake into left 4 cut.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. And right
Yeah,
5
this
over
is
crest
pretty
opens into right
decent
6
for
over
sure.
crest,
For
down,
sure.
down.
Yeah.
Into right 5 into left 6 keep middle over crest.
Definitely a nicer experience than
50.
a belt-driven wheel for sure, and
Flash left.
very drivable.
Caution brake hairpin left 30. Caution
Yeah.
left right 3 short over tarmac and over crest keep left into right 5 opens. And right 4 brake into right 5 cut 100.
Yeah, this feels good.
Left 2 small cut 80.
I think, yeah, so
Right 2 opens 80.
70% or just stick with the regular base model. I don't feel like you need the 8 Newton meters for this particular rim, but if you want to prepare yourself for a bigger rim, yeah, get the 8 Newton meter one if that's what you need. But if you're buying the 8 Newton meter because you want the power, you can put together your own bundle that's $20 more, and you don't have to have this rim, and you can basically essentially still have, you know, full compatibility with PlayStation, Xbox, and PC right out the gate for $20 more than what you would be paying for this $49 bundle that I bought. You can instantly already up your game, you know, by just buying the bundle outright. It's the same 2-pedal set. They're $79. The the only thing you're gonna miss out on that bundle that I put together is the clamp. But I did put out a video showing you how to I don't know, man. 8 Newton meters with the clamp. Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. I wouldn't even try it. I hard mounted this right to my FGT, and it's great. I would not. I don't know about 5 Newton meters with a table clamp. Okay, whatever. That maybe you can do because that's essentially, you know, 1 Newton meter higher than a Thrustmaster TX. But a direct drive wheel is going to give you a much better overall experience, far greater control, more direct one-to-one feel of how your steering handles. Like the counter steering on this feels a lot better than that Thrustmaster ever felt. So yeah, this is good. Now I'm still having a hard time feeling like the feels that everybody is talking about when it comes to the Fanatec experience. It does feel good, but it also does feel a little bit rigid. It does feel a little bit rigid depending on, you know, what you're doing. Now that cobblestone on this, that's the first time I felt it. Been like, oh man, that feels rigid. You know, on when having it set at 70, but That's, you know, like going through here,
5 into left 5.
like just screwing up right there. That wasn't, you know,
And right 5
too
tightens.
over the top. You feel like you've got a lot more control over your car and
Keep in over
stuff.
crest.
Wow. Well, at least I thought I did. The freak, man.
Are you
I
alright?
feel like I could keep my car a little more centered. Oh no, that guy's beating me, the yellow one.
Right 6 tightens over crest.
I feel like, you know, I feel like you've got a little bit
Right
more
5 short into
control
left 6,
over
50.
this.
Left 5, don't cut and finish.
Gosh dang, dude. This game here is just a nightmare no matter what you do, but this definitely makes the experience better. So, all right, guys. That's WRC 10 on the thrust or on the Fanatec DD Pro GT7 edition 8 Newton meter wheel with it set to 70% on the thing. We will go ahead and get into our we're going to go ahead and go into the settings real quick, and I'll show you what everything is set at right real on the wheel. Go over here to settings. So we're at 540 at the wheel rate. Overall force is 125. Self-aligning torque is 100, 100, 100. Recenter force at 100. Tire slip 125. Suspension 125. Ground surface. Engine, collision, throttle pedal, and for the brake pedal. These here can only be set on a Fanatec setup like this. So if you want to feel the throttle pedal and the brake pedal, you can feel that. I don't know if it's any different than the feeling I've felt on other wheels, but I guess it's there if you want it. Those are the settings. Enjoy your Fanatec setup, my friends, and we will see you in the next video.